tiempo.
Well, good morning, Tiffany Stratton, WWE Women's Champion. How are you?
Good.
Welcome to Spain.
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Is it your first time here in Spain?
It is, yes. I'm super excited. I'm not even jet lagged.
Are you enjoying the city or just because of the rain?
Yes.
It's a little bit...
It was a little rainy yesterday. It was a little cold. We went to a cathedral. I don't know what it was called, but it was super cool.
Well, first thing first, coming from gymnastics, I think you have a trampoline background.
Yes.
I would like to know the driving force behind that desire of becoming WWE superstar.
Yeah, so my mom actually has a lot to do with that. She saw wrestling on TV and she saw Charlotte Flair, and she immediately told me, like, just you'd be good at that. That's something that I could see you doing. And I kind of was like, yeah, whatever. I'm a gymnast right now, Mom. Like, I don't want to do that stuff. And then it wasn't until a couple of years later I had quit gymnastics. I was doing CrossFit. I was kind of in the bodybuilding scene, and I was like, I kind of want to do something a little bit more challenging. And I decided to look into a pro wrestling school, and there was one kind of like 45 minutes away from me, and I hit up Mr. Kenny Anderson, and that was because who owned the gym, and he told me that I can come train there. And then my mom got in contact with Greg Gagne, who is also an old wrestler, and he agreed to train me, and then eventually I got a tryout because of him, and here we are.
Not that bad, eh?
Yeah, not that bad.
I would like to know what is more demanding for you, because you've been Money in the Bank winner with a briefcase. You cashed in January, and now you're a champion. So what is more demanding for you, being a challenger or being a champion and knowing that you have a target on your back?
I think being a champion, because you have a target on your back and you have to deliver all the time. I feel like being a challenger, you have to deliver still, but I definitely feel like there's not that pressure because, you know, people don't really expect anything from you because, I mean, you don't have the title. Right now, I feel like people expect me to be perfect and on top of my game all the time, and with that comes pressure. So that's why I think being the champion is more demanding.
You were working the other day in Elimination Chamber with Trish. Mm-hmm. Now you're in a program with Charlotte Flair. Mm-hmm. They are two of the most iconic superstars in WWE. One is already a Hall of Famer. What does it mean for you? Because you are now on the top, but it looks like the sky's the limit for you. You still have a long way ahead.
Yeah, so I've only been in the business for 3.5 years now, 4 years maybe. But obviously I got to tag with Trish Stratus, who, like you said, is Hall of Famer. She's one of my idols. She's iconic. And then now I get to have my first ever WrestleMania match against Charlotte Flair. And it's a generational match, I feel like. And she is the reason why I got into wrestling. So for me, this is just... it's gonna solidify everything that I have been saying about myself. I am the future. I'm a future Hall of Famer as well. And when I beat her at WrestleMania, I'm gonna prove everybody wrong that I'm just a pretty face. I'm just another blonde. She's just athletic. I'm gonna prove everybody wrong when I retain at WrestleMania.
Well, and talking about that, you're gonna be a Hall of Famer. Would you ever consider selling your soul to The Rock?
I would never consider selling my soul to The Rock. No.
Nothing.
No.
Not even in order to win Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania.
No, I don't care that much.
Nothing at all. Well, so what is your mindset going into that match?
My mindset is definitely trying to stay calm because obviously Charlotte Flair, she's the top of the women's division. She is the woman. She's the one to beat. So I'm just trying to stay calm. I'm trying to keep training. Right now it's a little hard because we are overseas, and we have so much travel. But, yeah, I just think staying calm, staying in the zone, and just remembering who I am going into this process.
Do you still remember, now that you said remember who I am, do you remember who were you when you started in the WWE in NXT? Because you said it's all 3 years and more or less. So how has been this evolution from NXT to the main roster?
I feel like my confidence is the biggest thing. In NXT, you're kind of trying to figure out who you are in the ring and what's your move set, what's your finisher, and stuff like that. And just being on TV alone, I feel like is it's so different. Like, you can't experience it unless you've been on TV, and it's live, and it's scary. So I think over the past couple of years, I've really just came into my own and developed so much confidence, and I definitely think that I am so much different as far as confidence and stuff like that. So yeah, I think overall I'm just a very much more, what do you say, like I have more reps now. I'm more confident.
Well, my final question is about Bianca Belair, because when you cash in January, she was a big help for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that she deserves a title match because of that?
Of course, yeah. I feel like me and Bianca would have an amazing match, first of all. We've had one other match, and if she wants to step up to me, sure. I mean, she has two other women she has to worry about right now, so if she wants to get a little sidetracked and have a little match with me, sure. Come on over to SmackDown.
Finally, we have 30 seconds. If you would like to recommend any Netflix series to all our fans.
What would it be? I love Gossip Girl. I also love Outer Banks. Outer Banks is probably one of my favorite shows. I'm trying to think. I just kind of watched a series, I feel like. Oh, Love is Blind. I just watched Love is Blind recently, and they actually had one that was in Minnesota. So I just binged all that. But Love is Blind is one of my favorite shows.
Thank you so much, and good luck moving forward.
Thank you.